Okay, in today's video we're going to talk a little bit about Twitter because I do have another trade set up. Actually, I have 3 different areas to look at as far as support. What I do not have yet is a trigger that tells me that it's okay to be a buyer. Okay, for a trade to take overnight, we need to see at least the 15-minute chart or the 30-minute chart trigger an entry. So let's look at what we have as far as, the recent pattern. I mean, it's a bullish pattern of higher highs and higher lows. So basically what we're trying to figure out is the pattern going to repeat again? Are we going to hold a pullback to this last low and then resume the rally? Or could this be a more important high? And do we have a much deeper downside correction instead? Okay. As far as the weekly chart in Twitter, where we recently failed was both at the combo of an extension of the prior swing on the daily chart along with the 618 retracement of a prior swing. So that's where we failed from. And then here are the decisions that we want to watch on the way down, and we want to see if they trigger. So 32.56 to 95, 31.71 to 84, or there's one larger projection that comes in at 31.10. If price tests and holds any of these areas, you can go down to the lower time frame chart and look for a trigger. So right now I don't think that we're anywhere near a trigger. Yeah, you can see that on the 15-minute chart we had the crossover to the downside. Back here we have not crossed back to the upside. We need to see the crossover, and we also need to see it take out a prior swing high to basically indicate a trend shift from from this declining trend here. So remember that it's a setup, but you don't want to enter the trade unless you start to see the triggers. Now, besides that, I also wanted you to know that we also have cycles. I've got, let's see, well, this prior high to low projected from the high gives you the 11th. We have a low to low cycle that gives you the 12th. We have a low to high cycle, 618 comes in on the 12th, and we have a high to high cycle, 1272 comes in on the 12th. So we have both time and price parameters, so it's a reason to watch for it. But again, if you don't get the signal, don't take the trade, because then we are vulnerable to more on the downside.